Amy, we know that Halloween's just a few days away, and for parents, safety is always a #1 concern. So joining me now is Dr. Christine O'Connor, pediatrician with UT Health Houston. Good morning.
Good morning, Haley.
So we think about Halloween. I mean, it's such a fun time of year, but what are some of the common dangers that you see with kids on Halloween?
Exactly. So the most frightening one will be the child pedestrian accidents. And then there's many falls and injuries carving the pumpkins.
Oh, with knives.
Exactly.
And things like that. What could they use instead?
So what we recommend is the kid to draw in the pumpkin, whatever design they want, and then the parents do it. But the carving sets that they sell in the store are safer than the knives.
Okay. What about when it comes to costumes? Are there any danger, safety concerns when it comes to costumes?
Definitely, many safety concerns. The first one will be blocking the eyes, right? So anything that will block the vision, glasses, hats, or mask. So we need to make sure that the kids can look when they have the costume. So it would be best to wear makeup that is non-toxic instead of the mask.
Yeah, to be able to see around them, especially since you mentioned the cars, and Justina's been talking about the danger with pedestrian accidents on Halloween. What about, we talk about flame-resistant costumes a lot. I know in the past that was always a concern, especially when kids had real flowy costumes. They're made tighter now, specifically to avoid fires. Is that still a concern? Have you seen anything like that?
Exactly. It's still a concern, and I would recommend not to put fire pits. I know it's gonna be cold, but not to put fire pits or candles. But definitely a flame-resistant outfit. Make sure it's not too long so the kids won't fall. Make sure that the shoes are comfortable, and make sure to wear a jacket because it's gonna be cool.
Yeah. Okay. So speaking of chilly, you know, kids don't want to wear jackets and cover up their costumes. Is that important? I mean, like, how much should we be fighting with them to wear jackets?
It's depending on the weather, so and depending on the outfit, because many outfits are thicker,
They
right?
can be really hot.
Exactly.
Normally, on Halloween, we're talking about how hot we are in our costumes.
Exactly, but if it's cold, you know, they can wear something over it. Make sure again that it's not long and they can trip. But I would recommend a jacket if it's under 60.
Oh, yeah, and I think it's going to be. How important is it for your kids to be seen while they're trick-or-treating?
That's very important. So we recommend lighter colors, brighter colors instead of the dark ones to increase visibility. You can put anything that is reflective on the outfit or in their basket, and then make sure they're carrying a flashlight or glow stick.
The glow sticks, yeah, those are popular because they'll actually bring those with them, yeah.
Exactly.
And it's getting really easy to find trick-or-treat baskets that will light up too. So I found some at Walmart. They were $1. So just for anybody who's still looking.
That will be great.
Yeah. And then we got to make sure that it fits enough candy. But how much candy should we be limiting our kids to on Halloween night?
So first, I would recommend that the kids go after they, that they have something to eat.
You seem very torn because we know we're supposed to allow them candy on Halloween, but it's always so late at night. And go ahead.
So on a full stomach will be better, because they won't be like binge eating on the candy. And then I would recommend that the parents look at the candy at the house before they start eating it. Make sure everything is safe, free of allergens. And then I would recommend that night like a handful.
Just limiting it?
Exactly, limiting. Because each candy has a lot, so much sugar. Also, it's a good idea to buy stickers. The little ones love stickers and different things instead of candy.
Yeah. Okay, good advice. And then we'll just maybe spread it out through November.
Spread it out.
But then
November,
here comes
December.
Christmas,
Exactly.
and we'll have you back on to talk about all that too. Thank you so much, Dr. Christine O'Connor with UT Health Houston. We appreciate you coming in this morning.
Thank you. It was a pleasure.